How's it going, folks? Welcome back to my Elder Scrolls Online, the Seasons of the Worm Cult series. We've got a quest. We got a quest. I saw it. I promise you it's here. If I can find it, it's not there. It's in here. Solstice. New releases. The Stirk Fellowship, a coalition of alliances from Tamriel, travels to the island of Solstice to track down the returned worm cult. After brutal attacks killed Guildmaster Merrick and Sylvana Scalarian captured, join up and help end the threat. The worm cult has returned! Prince Azar summoned me to support on the remote island of Solstice. Champions from Tamriel are gathering beneath the banner of the Stirk Fellowship to defeat this vile foe. Except, sign me up. Talk to Mid-Conjurer. Where are you, Mid-Conjurer? You're obviously not there. Let's see. Where are we going? Where are we going today? Ah, we're going down here, are we? Let's have a little look. Let's have a little... Ooh. I like that. Yeah, there's a bit of a UI refresh, I think. Everything's quite... shows up. Grantwood, Northern Elsewhere. Okay. Well, we're going to Solstice. So let's go. If you'd like to see this series right from the beginning, you can do so by clicking the series playlist in the top right, or in the description or in the pinned comment down below. That's the series beginning right from the beginning. That's when I was first born in Somerset. That's where this guy started. So there's lots of expansions, lots of DLC content, lots of stuff. Ooh, and now we're here. And so are all these people. So is Ember. So is my buddy Bazzy. Where's Bazza? There he is. Alright, so let's have a chat to Mid-Conjurer.
Oh, here you are. Prince Azar told me to keep watch for you, Mainlander. I'm glad you showed up. We need all the help we can get. The Order of the Black Worm threatens to completely overrun Solstice.
The Order of the Black Worm?
You may know them as the Worm Cult. This foul group of necromancers raised the Writhing Wall, cut our island in half, and gathered their forces outside Sunport. Luckily, the Stirk Fellowship followed the Worm Cult here. Oh, thank the Three Queens.
The Stirk Fellowship?
A coalition of forces from the mainland consisting of the Fighters and Mages Guilds and the Three Alliances. In fact, Prince Azar is overseeing efforts to bring Fellowship forces to Solstice even as we speak. I'm sure he'd welcome your help.
Alright, I'll assist the Stirk Fellowship. Where do I start?
Report to Prince Azar outside the city. He's with Mage Feranor, about to summon the champions of the Three Alliances to Sunport. After that, he'll know where best to utilize you and will add you to the Fellowship payroll.
I'm with the Stirk Fellowship. What have I missed?
As I heard it, after the cult killed Guildmaster Merrick and captured Vorna Scalarian in the surprise attacks, Prince Azar and Gabriel Benele assumed leadership of the Fighters and Mages Guilds. They formed the Fellowship to deal with the threat.
Why did the Worm Cult come to Solstice?
That's unclear. All we have ascertained is that they have been gathering their members and building their strength secretly in Eastern Solstice for some time. The Fellowship tracked them here and is in the process of summoning their own forces.
You mentioned the Writhing Wall. What's that?
You stand in Sunport, seat of House Corellania, and my home.
Oh, that's not what I asked you. Hang on. Mid-Conjurer, hang on.
Report to Prince Azar outside
The Writhing
city.
Wall. Let's talk about that.
He's with me. Look east. See the giant spectral curtain looming over Sunport? That's the Writhing Wall. The necromancers of the Worm Cult conjured it when they revealed themselves here. It divides the island in two, forming an impenetrable barrier to the east.
And what's on the other side?
Eastern Solstice, the other half of our island. It contains ancient ruins and is home to the Stone Nest Argonians. But we had little commerce with them even before the Writhing Wall appeared. What's happening over there now? We can only guess.
Tell me about Solstice.
You stand in Sunport, seat of House Corellania, and my home. When my ancestors came to Solstice, they found the island inhabited by Argonians from the mainland. For centuries, we have lived in peace with the Stone Nest and Tideborn peoples.
When did House Corellania come to Solstice?
In the middle of the First Era, my ancestors lost their realm in Hammerfell to the Ragada invasions, then were later banished from Somerset. A fate they brought upon themselves. Of course, we have changed our ways since those dark times.
So House Corellania is in exile here?
Once that was so, but now this is our home. Before the current crisis, Solstice had little interaction with the mainland. Oh, a few sailors and wandering merchants settled here, but most avoid Solstice. They consider the island to be cursed.
And who are you?
Forgive me, I am Mermal, a mid-conjurer of the College of Rituals. I serve Regent Corinwe Corellania, Governor of Sunport. For the duration of this crisis, I have been instructed to help our new friends from the mainland in any way I can.
Alright, well, thank you for the info. Whoa, look at this guy. Turning up looking like he's Tron or something. Alright, so we're going off this way. Let's have a look at our map though. So we're going to be dealing with this area, and I imagine at the end of the year we're going to be dealing with the other side. So we've got the writhing... there it is. He did say look in front of you. It's a big old curtain. See if we can get a good look at it. What? What are you doing? How do you get there so quickly? Ooh, look at that. Now, what happens if I charge at it? Let's go. Into the next DLC. Oh, alright. It's a little bit too dark in there. Interesting. Alright, well, we'll leave that for now, because we've got no choice. Alright, so let's go talk to Prince Azar. Prince Azar. Summoned me to support on the remote island. Mid-conjurer Mermal of Sunport told me to report to Prince Azar, leader of the Fighters Guild. He's working with the Mages Guild to bring more allies to Solstice. Alright, we're right over here. Oh, the
What's
prince.
the next step, Mage Farinor?
The portal anchors when you're ready, Mermal.
Go on. I'll follow your lead, Mage Farinor.
He doesn't know how to do it.
I see you made it to Solstice. Good. We need you. The Worm Cult began this fight by unleashing their Soul Reapers on the guilds and alliances, by killing Guildmaster Merrick and taking Vanis Galarian captive. They started this war. We'll finish it.
What do we do next, Prince Azar?
We make preparations to welcome the Alliance ships when they arrive, to ready camps for an assault on the writhing wall, and to gather the supplies we need to engage the Worm Cult in battle. This is far from over, comrade, and there is much to do.
The Alliance forces are coming by ship?
How else would their troops get here? We can't risk another portal mishap, and ships are more practical for transporting armies across the sea. Once we're ready, I intend to break through the wall and mount an all-out assault on Eastern Solstice. I see you made it to Solstice. Good. We need you. The Worm
A
Cult
war?
began this
That sounds a
fight by
little
unleashing their
grandiose for a
Soul
group of
Reapers on the
cultists.
guilds. Nonetheless, it is a war, and the Worm Cult is no minor threat. We came to Solstice to stop the cult and avenge our fallen comrades. But when we arrived, we encountered much more resistance than we anticipated. We had to send for reinforcements.
Reinforcements? What kind of reinforcements?
Veterans from the Fighters and Mages guilds, mostly. There are some soldiers from the three alliances here, too. An advance force of a greater army, once we convince the alliances that the Worm Cult is truly as dangerous as they were last time.
So the three alliances aren't part of the Stuck Fellowship?
Oh, they are. But with the war in Cyrodiil still raging, they require more proof before committing more soldiers. In fact, Farinor and Mermel are preparing a portal for their representatives. Champions to evaluate the situation personally.
Alright, what do you need me to do?
Take these portal anchors and place them around the area. Then tell Mage Farinor when they're set. I know little of such magic, but Gabrielle of the Mages Guild said they would stabilize the portal long enough for the final group to come through.
Alright, I will do it. Portal anchors, right here. Why do I have to do that? Come on, Prince. Roll your sleeves up and get your hands dirty once in a while. This guy.
Are the anchors all in place, newcomer?
The newcomer? Yes, they're all in place. Mage Farinor.
This is trickier than it looks. We're summoning multiple people from several locations at once, and Solstice is riddled with ancient magics that can interfere with teleportation spells. Are the portal anchors in place?
I set up the portal anchors. Anything else you need?
No, the next steps in the ritual are mine to perform, with a little help from Mermel, of course. Just stand right there and don't move until I finish. It's important that the ritual goes exactly as I intend.
I understand. I don't understand.
Stand back. This requires a special touch.
First, they will bring the foot soldiers through. Then the Alliance representatives.
What's happening? Gabrielle didn't do it this way!
Such is the fate of all who defy the Black Worm.
Mage Farinor!
Where's Farinor? Mermel, what just happened?
Betrayal?
I do not believe it! Mage Farinor deliberately sabotaged the portal spell while the Alliance representatives were in mid-transport. Oh, I wish Gabrielle Benelay were here.
What do you mean Mage Farinor sabotaged that spell?
She unraveled the spell in mid-teleport. I tried to salvage it, but barely managed to pull the shredded magicka back together. These soldiers were knocked senseless, but I think the representatives made it through after I diverted them from Sunport.
So where are the Alliance representatives then?
Did you see the motes of light shooting off in different directions? Those were the representatives. Champions from the Old Merry Dominion, Ebonheart Pact, and Daggerfall Covenant. They landed in Solstice somewhere.
Where exactly did you send the representatives?
Do you have a map? I can sense two of the representatives roughly here and here. The third... I just do not know. I can sense nothing of the last representative's present location. Speak with Prince Azar. He may know what to do.
Speak to Prince Hazar.
I do not believe it. Farinor sabotaged the portal. She spoke of the Black Worm. She's one of the cultists. But what became of the Alliance representatives? Did they make it to Solstice?
Mermel thinks they made it, but he had to divert them to save them from Farinor's sabotage.
Damn that Farinor! The Dominion, the Covenant, the Pact, they promised to send their best to assess the situation. We need those representatives, or the Alliances will never commit more troops. Wherever they wound up, we need to find them.
You and Mermel were injured. I'll look for the missing Alliance representatives while you recover.
Injured? This is nothing but a minor inconvenience. Still, I thank you for the offer and will accept your help graciously. Locate the Alliance representatives and send them to Sunport. I also need you to find Gabrielle Benelay. We need her back here.
You mentioned her before.
I did. She currently leads the Mages Guild.
I know
When
that.
Gabrielle sent something to the northwest, Farinor directed her to an old temple. After all this, I fear Gabrielle may be in danger. Tell her to get back here. I'll wait in the city's west square.
I'll find the representatives and Gabrielle, then I'll send them back to Sunport. I know Gabby. Tell me about Gabby. I've known Gabby longer than you've been alive, pal. Probably, possibly, who knows. Alright, anyway, let's go find the representatives. There's one down there, there's one there. And there's one who knows where. Got that lilac going. It's got that Somerset. Have a Somerset feel. Well, it's a clash, isn't it? We got two. But they work together. They're friends together. The Argonians and the elves. Yeah. So as you can tell, I like to talk to the NPCs. If this is your first time here, that's how all my playthroughs go. Oh, there's a book here. I read things. I do that. I don't just run around, bash everything, and take off. So you got a fair idea of what I do and how all my playthroughs go. To Solstice we came. A hay Friday sea shanty. Still sung in the halls and taverns of Shore Stand. We sailed along Tamriel's coast, searching for new land, new shores, raiding and pillaging as we saw fit. My, what fun we had filling our stores, led by a thane named Herfrid, who knew just how to get plunder. But then the wind changed along with her tune, and she decided we'd all made a blunder. Time to settle down and establish some roots, find a land we could call all our own, where trade was brisk and risks were low, and mead could flow after crops were grown. To Solstice we came, on Solstice we landed. We said, curses be damned, kind and sure guide us, we chanted. Now we have a town all our own, where the weather is tame and the mead flows like water. To Solstice we came, to Solstice we came. Alright. Now, we are closer. We are closer to nothing. Actually, this is a lot bigger. I thought we were already over here. Okay. It's a lot larger than I thought. Oh, we got to be on the lookout for shards, sky shards. I bet there's one right behind me. They're always around. Got to be on the lookout for sky shards. We do side quests. Gabrielle Benelet's down there. Hang on, where are you, Benelet? It says you're over here. You're not there, you're over there. I gotta get on this road. There is a side quest there, but I'm gonna ignore that one for now, just so I can get this, the first part or two of the main quest done. Last year's chapter was called Gold Road, which again I played through in its entirety. It's all part of the Nord series, which is him. He is a Nord. He's a Nord Dragonknight, although I've heard that you can now you can subclass, so I guess he's always going to be a Dragon Knight at heart. But he might have a bit of necromancy or Nightblade in him, I don't know. I have to do a quest to open that up apparently. What in the hell is that thing? What the heck is that? A behemoth. Let's get it. Now spit that thing out. Its tongue poking out. Damn. Alright. Got a waypoint over here, way shrine.
And up we go.
And off we go, Ember. Ember has been my companion since High Isle, I think. So we've done a few things together. I think she's my favourite out of the lot so far. But I don't know what was in... I think there were 2 new companions added last year, which I haven't seen yet, so... Because it wasn't added... Oh, it's a bit of a desert there, isn't it? Hopefully there's no sandworms or anything like that. Yeah, so I haven't seen the new, those companions. I mean, I just thought they were coming. I don't actually know anything about them. Don't know a thing about them. Well, everybody here's dead. Just about. Maybe one survived.
Rigert would like to speak words with you,
Oh, Rigert the Brash! Hey, buddy. It's been a long time. Not the best circumstances to meet you again, but yes.
Rigert goes where the winds of diplomacy take him, and wherever the Skald King sends him, as long as there's mead. And rabbit meatballs. Rigert loves rabbit meatballs.
Rigert, you're the Ebonheart Pact representative?
Out of the way, Rigert. Don't you have a task of your own to accomplish? Leave this to me.
Shore's bones. Rigert knew he should have brought more mead.
Aw, he's doing a sad walk. Walks in ash.
Rigert has a mission of his own to accomplish, but he is easily distracted. Best
True.
send him on his way.
True story.
Now it's good to see you, my friend. I should have expected the Stirk Fellowship would recruit you, but why did I arrive in a worm cult nest?
A traitor in the Mage's Guild, Mage Farinor. Sabotage your portal.
The Mages Guild? I expected trouble from the Dominion or the Covenant, but not one of the guilds. I am lucky to have reached Solstice at all, although it did not seem so when I landed in this pool of slaughterfish. So where is Prince Azar?
Prince Azar is waiting for you in Sunport. It's the city to the east.
Good. I'll make my way there and find the prince. Rigert and I were dropped into the bog of a hungry Hajmota. Still, I do not think the worm cult was happy to see me. Just ask the ones bleeding on the ground.
I'll see you in Sunport.
This worm cult encampment makes one thing clear. Matters on Solstice are very serious indeed. We have much work to do. I must assess the situation and send my report back to the Ebonheart Pact as quickly as I can.
Alright, I'm going to bring this up again because it doesn't make any damn sense to me. It's good to see you, Walks in Ash. This should have been right at the beginning, and it continually happens. I don't understand why. This should be the very first thing that we say when we see somebody that we know. It should be, oh, it's good to see it. Then you get into the rest of it, you know? Doesn't make sense that it comes at the end. Explain it to me. Explain it to me, please. It's good to see you, Walks in Ash. How did you wind up here?
A good question, my friend. The Skald King wanted to send Lyris Titanborn, but she was not available. I must do what I can in her place. I am not as mighty a warrior as Lyris, but I too fought in Cold Harbor. The worm cult is a foe I know well.
What did King Yoran tell you?
To set aside our differences with Queen Irene and High King Emmerich and assess the situation. He wants a trusted source to determine if the threat is great enough to commit more troops to. If a wildfire truly threatens the swamp, all huts will burn.
Alright, good. Did Rigert actually... He's gone all the way? Miri. I remember you. Okay, so... Now we go over to Gabrielle Benelay. We'll go via this. So let me just... Whoops. Let me just get a marker down. Hey. I've forgotten how to put markers down. There we go.
Don't mess with a street kid.
Don't do that. This feels like there should be a sky shot around here. This feels like there should be a sky shot here. Sky shot sense is tingling. Some big old bones. Ah, there it is. I could feel it. You know, it'd be cool actually with that class subclassing, that Arcanist ability. If I can get that, like that Iron Man Unibeam ability, oh, I'd be so happy. Look at this. Alright, anyway. We've got our Sky Shard. Let's go head towards the marker.
At last, someone arrives. On behalf of the Nord Cultural Exchange, I request assistance.
You're part of the cultural exchange? You took over for Rickett, did you? Yasmia, I've got a thing I gotta do first though, bro. If you could just give me a moment, I'll come back. I would like to help out. I wanna do all the side quests, but I wanna get this first. I gotta find Bentley. Yeah, we got that way shrine, and we want to veer off onto this road, which apparently exists. There it is. So this, of course, began. This is episode 3 or 4? Episode 4, I think.
I am an Orc, a sea-riding shellcracker.
What did you... What? What was that?
Strange. What realm of revelry is this? You there? What pleasures are hidden here?
Benedicta Cartia.
I command you to tell me all about this realm's hidden pleasures. I desire to experience the many wonders of Sanguine's realms of revelry, and I will not take no for an answer. Surely there is wine to be drunk, a feast to be, feasted.
Realms of revelry?
Ah, a test, of course. The realms of revelry are the myriad pocket planes created by our Lord Sanguine, each more debaucherous than the last. So again I ask, you fiendish imp, what pleasures does this realm offer me?
Adventures abounds in this realm of revelry.
Adventure? How tedious. Though I suppose the pleasures of discovery are not to be scoffed at. It will have to do. I just hope this adventure stuff includes a decent wine. Adventure? Well, if Sanguine insists.
I imagine we'll be running into her again. I like your armor, dude. Got a whole, like, a Boba Fett sort of thing happening. Mandalorian style. Alright, focus. We're going this way. I wonder who's doing the music this time around. It's quite pleasant at the moment. Benelay.
Aid me, Lady Meridia.
No,
Help me find what I seek.
you're not her. Ooh, it's going off again. I'm starting to feel it. Starting to feel a potential sky shard somewhere.
Nothing here. I need to get inside. Traveler, please.
Hang on. I feel something.
Aid me, Lady Meridia.
Not you, Acolyte.
Find what I seek.
It's going off. What the hell? Ember. What did you do? It's here, I can feel it. It's close by. So very close. Those of you that know where it is, you go on, it's nowhere near there. Oh, what's going on here? Away with you!
Oh, saved twice! Such an embarrassment for the guild and fellowship! Wait, not again!
What? Oh! He got taken. Whoa! He got taken. Damn it. Come on, Skyshot, I know you're here. I know you're here. Reveal yourself. There you are. Resting on the shore, beneath a once radiant temple. Stomp you.
Looking especially strong lately. I like it.
Thanks, Ember. I've been working out. Working out. Lift the mug. Lift the stein up to my mouth, and then back down, then up again. Getting those reps in. Alright, let's go find Benelay.
Lady Meridia,
Acolyte.
let me find what I seek.
Acolytes everywhere. The Broken Light Courtyard.
This is fascinating. Fascinating.
Gabby.
Oh, good! You made it to Solstice. Look at this place. I know it's in ruins now, but once this was a magnificent courtyard with a grand temple beyond, consecrated to the Daedric Prince of Light Meridia. Just think of it.
Prince Azar sent me. Mage Farinor sabotaged the portal, and he thinks you may be in danger.
Farinor? A traitor? When I sensed power here, calling to the staff of Vanus Galarian that I carry, she told me about this old temple. I got so caught up admiring the site that I haven't found anything yet. But what of the Alliance representatives?
Momo salvaged the spell as best as he could and diverted them to other locations on the island.
That's something at least. This place reminds me of a dear friend, Darian Gautier, who served Meridia. I still can't believe he's gone. Perhaps Meridia has a message for me, or the staff wants something here. Can you help me search the area?
Very well. I'll take a look around. Darian Gautier?
There. While I hold my spell of searching, you examine anything that glows.
Will do. Looking for glowing things? I don't think you meant that, though. There's a little glow on this.
A temple bell. Nearly pristine considering the age of this place.
Meridia Idol.
That idol confirms this was indeed a temple of Meridia.
The bell and the hymn. In the name of the Sunfire, the Radiant One, the Lady of Light, hail, O beloved, thou who art especially favored, indecipherable, on the appointed day, let those lustrants deemed worthy of audience in the coloured rooms assemble in the courtyard. Sing ye then the hymn of luminance, indecipherable, as the light of dawn glows upon the brow of the faithful, strike ye when the sacred bell with a blessed mallet. The song of the bell shall be light made tangible. Thus shall the door to the bright lady's realm be opened unto you, who walk in the coloured rooms, glorify the Lady of Light, and gain her blessing for all their days. Indecipherable yet again.
An old tome. A lucky find. Age is not kind to paper. The items you uncovered are tied to the power that drew me here. I can sense a powerful blessing of Meridia sleeping in that bell.
A book, an idol, and a bell? I don't understand.
Meridia was a powerful ally when we fought Molag Bal in Cold Harbor to end the plane meld. I think I was drawn here to remind me she could help us against the worm cult again. Maybe Vanas reached out through the staff to guide me. I can't quite tell.
Can we use this bell against the worm cult?
Maybe, but I'm not sure how. The bell is rather heavy. Besides, the tome you found suggested opening doors, not blasting evil. I'll need to think about this. I'll return to Sunport, round up the Alliance representatives and meet me there.
I'll look for the others, then meet you back in Sunport. Oh, she's gonna walk out, okay. No, she's not. She's having a little think, are you?
I wish Vanas Galarian were here. I have a feeling that nothing we've seen on Solstice would surprise him. I'll lead the Mages Guild as best I can, but I'm not the Great Mage.
But you are a great mage. Let's go. So, now we have to look over here. So I'll go from this particular spot. And we'll work our way over there.